All right, so here's what we got to do. I got a backpack here. Now we could do this with a weight. This is just going to be weight, and this probably weighs, I'm going to call it a couple of pounds. When you swing this golf club, right now this weighs about 12, 14 ounces. Driver's the lightest club in your bag that you're going to try to swing the fastest. Now, what's interesting about that, it's the lightest club, but it's on the biggest arc. It creates the most force when you swing it. And there was a professor that did a whole book on the club and what it does in different positions and how much weight it has. They related it to weight. So we're going to talk about what happens here if you move this club in correctly. So you swing this club and you go up and you change directions. Now the minute you change directions, right here it weighs about 17 ounces, but the minute that you change directions, that club goes from weighing 17 ounces, by the time it goes that far, now it weighs about 2 pounds of force. Now, if the force is going the wrong direction and you're going to have to figure out a way to get it back on the ball, it becomes more and more difficult. And the farther the club goes, the more speed, the more force. So if I put this backpack on this driver, there's 2 pounds of force. Okay, now if I start down and if I do something wrong with this, so if I do this with it and I let it drop there, I mean, there is so much force and it's pushing my hands away. To be able to reline that up and get that thing on the ball is so hard to do, it's incredible. Now, if I get this in the right arc, if I start it in the right arc, it's really easy to make it go. So this is about using momentum correctly. When they start talking about, and I'm sure as a drill it might help, but when you start thinking about if that club starts going this way, faster than your hands do, if it's doing this, it's gaining in weight and force as it goes down. And then they're telling you when you get right here, now square all that force with your body. Okay, there's a few players that maybe can get away with that. I tried that for 2 years of my career. I'd be either really good or really bad. So when I found how to use the momentum, it took less pressure off me. It made the game easier. It made control of the ball better. I'm not saying you can't do that. There's a lot of players that are trying it. And most of the players that try to do that don't really do it when they actually swing. So be careful with that. I showed you how to do it. We know how to make the club come down on a shallower arc than it went back on. Hi, I'm Mike Malaska. Go to MalaskaGolf.com to take a look at the M system. This is the most important part of the site because it's a process. It goes skill number one, task number one, and it takes you through the golf swing rather than randomly being out there trying to put it together, which virtually hardly anybody figures that one out. So make sure you go to MalaskaGolf.com, sign up so you can see how to really build your game the right way so you don't ever lose it again.